Well, you know, science is interesting. We always want proof that something is good for you, you know, even though we know it. Now scientists are discovering that, yeah, carrots are good for your eyes, you know. Again. So laughter has a plethora of health benefits. First of all, it's very aerobic. You laugh and you go, right? You breathe in and out. So it's very much like traditional pranayama, but it allows you to get a lot of oxygen into your system and into your brain. So that has a relaxing effect on your muscular system, for example, having more oxygen. It exercises all your muscles. It exercises pretty much all the core muscles that you have, as long as you're laughing. It's contracting, relaxing, contracting. So it's good for the.
I felt it. I totally felt it.
It's good for the face, you know. So, but it is known to engage every single organ system in the body. It stimulates. Okay. Also, laughter tends to get the nervous system to start releasing endorphins. And this is probably one of the most important things to realize. And endorphins are a group of neuropeptides, neurotransmitters that inhibit pain. They give us that sense of well-being, and they also trigger the immune system to produce more immunoglobulins, which is a very healthy benefit. Also, laughter almost preferentially and immediately inhibits the production of cortisol. Cortisol we produce as a hormone that we produce in response to stress. And, you know, given enough cortisol, you know, you can die essentially because it hardens your blood vessels, it gives you high blood pressure, it makes you more tense. You know, so less cortisol, more endorphins. You know, just laugh. It's very easy. It's free.
It's very contagious. You start, then I start. So, let's say the laughter wasn't contagious that day. Let's say people aren't really authentically feeling the laughter. How do you handle that in a class?
Well, the interesting finding that is actually, this has been documented. The body does not know the difference between simulated laughter and spontaneous laughter. So in other words, if you pretend to be laughing, and I tell this ahead of time to all the participants, you know, we have some basic rules of doing laughter yoga. We say fake it until you make it. Because if you pretend to be laughing, you're still, as long as you go through the motions, you're still getting all the health benefits of laughter.
Well, that's really fantastic. Is there any limitation? I mean, is it better for young people, you know, people who are older? Do you find that there's one group that tends to really take to laughter yoga more than another?
Well, children are more apt to laugh. You know, kids will spontaneously laugh, you know, 300 or 400 times a day. So there's really no age group. I mean, in my laughter yoga sessions, I mean, we have people, you know, sometimes they come and bring their kids, 9 or 10. They love it. And I've had people come in and they're in their 70s.
Oh, wow.
You know, and they love it. So as long as you can breathe, you know, you can do laughter yoga, which is what's nice about it. It's an exercise that anyone can do. You know, you don't have to be in good shape. You don't have to be super flexible. You know, if you can breathe, you can laugh, and that's it. And as long as you laugh, you get better.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's so nice to find something that's so accessible for so many people out there. So, laughter yoga in itself is very special because it has its own unique mission that you've mentioned at the end of the classes. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay. Our mission as laughter yogis is really world peace. We want world peace. Everybody wants peace. You know, at least most normal people do. You know, because and you know, we believe that more people laughing is simply fewer people hating and fighting. And as I always say, there are some things you cannot do at all while laughing, like aiming straight, chasing someone in anger, or doing some other things.
I love that image. I don't know why. But just trying to laugh and chase after somebody.
And
just
you know,
gets me.
Gandhi in his time, he said that, you know, if you change, the world around you will change little by little. So it's one person at a time. And if you laugh, you will change. It's just one of those things that happens. If you just take a moment to consciously say to yourself, you know what, I'm not going to react in this negative way or stressed out way. I'm just going to laugh. And it really works.
It's wonderful. In your exercises, I just thought of this in class, some of them are like one step, some of them have 2 or 3 steps. What's the reasoning, what's the thought process behind that?
Well, essentially, it really doesn't matter.
Oh, really?
You don't really need a reason to laugh. You don't need any exercises to laugh. You know, it's just we humans, we want to see some context. Okay? If you just said to yourself, okay, I'm just going to laugh for 30 seconds, you know, for do a 30-minute session, just do it, you're good. You know, you would still get the same benefit.
There'd be a lot of spontaneous laughing.
Right. But, you know, it's always easier when you can relate to a real-life situation. Because then there's context, and then you're much more likely to apply that knowledge, you know, when you go out in the world.
And what's your favorite laughing exercise?
My favorite laughing exercise is the explosive laugh.
The explosive laugh.
Explosive
And
laugh.
how does that one work?
Well, you know how sometimes when you're trying really, really, really hard not to laugh, but eventually, no matter what you do, it'll just burst out of you. So let's do this, okay?
Okay.
Breathe out all air. You take in as much air as you can. You hold on. The first one to lose it is in.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, before we wrap up, there's some questions that I like to ask every yogi for peace that visits us.
Okay.
What is your favorite virtue?
Patience.
Patience. What is your favorite quality of mankind?
Kindness.
Kindness. What do you appreciate most about life?
It's beauty.
It's beautiful. Beautiful. What is your idea of happiness?
A perfect meatball.
Hey!
It's the ability and the mindset to share.
That's wonderful. You certainly have been sharing yourself today. We deeply appreciate it. Where would you like to live?
Right here.
Right here. What is your favorite color and flower?
Aquamarine is my favorite color, actually. My favorite flower would have to be the lotus.
Lotus.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for the lotus?
It's a very yogic thing.
I thought
It's a very
so.
mysterious flower.
Buddha flower. Who or what is your favorite artist?
That's very. There are many, many good artists. I would say Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Master inventor. And who's your favorite hero or heroine?
Again, there's so many heroes and heroines in our lives. I would say Gandhi.
And then, what is your favorite food or drink?
Water is my favorite drink, and my favorite food is food. Good food.
What is your favorite motto?
There's a Latin saying. It goes divide et impera, which means divide and rule, or divide and conquer, as it's most commonly known.
Oh, yes. Quite famous.
Yeah, to me it means that whenever you're presented with a challenge, if you just break it up into its components, it's much more easy to overcome the challenge.
Oh, that's beautiful. I've never heard it explained that way before. And then what is your greatest hope for mankind?
Peace.
Well, Alex, you're truly a blessing, and
Thank you.
thank you so much for coming. And of course, people can find you here at the UN again on July 12th, but until then, if they wanted to find you, where can they find you?
They could find me at my healthcare facility, at Better Health Chiropractic, 825 7th Avenue, 53rd Street. That's 53rd Street.
Well, Dr. Alex Angorn, thank you so much for coming. We're very honored to have you here today. And this is Stephanie Rosenberg with Lighthouse
you.
Media, Human Effects, signing off. Thank you.